Aquarius, hi. So this is going to be a reading for December 9th through the 15th. And I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future. And then I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Aquarius. All right, the overall energy for the reading, the Magician. So you're manifesting something, you're creating something right now. Let's see, in the recent past, the Four of Cups, the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Cups. Something's moving here. There's energy moving towards you, but it finds you quite upset. Now, I don't know if you're upset because this energy is coming towards you, which I don't know, because it's a pretty good energy, or if you're just upset about something else while this energy moves your way. I can't tell for now. Okay. In the current situation, the Two of Wands, the Six of Swords, the Seven of Cups. There's an energy of, ultimately I would describe this as missed opportunities or something, but this doesn't make sense, because someone is just sitting around and they're missing all sorts of opportunities, but I don't know then what is up with the Magician. I don't know. Yeah, we'll just leave that as that for now until we clarify. It doesn't really make sense there. I see them knowing that they're missing opportunities, and they're ultimately showing up as doing this on purpose, right? If you know, you see an opportunity, a good one, and you choose, oh, whatever, because I'm just going to sit around here, then you're missing opportunities consciously. Okay. Okay. In the immediate future, the Nine of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, the Tower. That can't be that easy. This is shown up as an energy of too good to be true. And by the way, that is a form of manifesting. When we say that, something's going to happen to show us that, oh yeah, it was too good to be true, so we'll just make it look different. This fear manifested, basically fear of something being too good. This is a very complicated, you don't really show up usually that complicated from the get-go. Not from the get-go. So I don't, there's a lot of question marks in here, a lot of unanswered questions through this reading. But let's see, let's clarify, let's try to untangle it a little bit. For the Magician, you get the Page of Swords, the Three of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so we have a partnership here. That's what your manifestation is about in regards to this partnership, which feels like an equal one. It feels like a good partnership. It feels like it's someone you're working with, but it could be something else. Okay, well, at least the manifestation is in regards to something out of this partnership. Okay. In the recent past, for the Four of Pentacles, you get the King of Swords, the Justice card, the King of Cups. Oh, well, this could be one of those, you know, we had a little disagreement or something, and I'm upset about it, and the energy that's coming in is to pacify you, to be like, hey, I'm sorry, you know, kind of a deal. Okay, so that's not, hey, because I still see from the get-go, when I started clarifying, I kept on seeing one energy and one energy. So there's one at each end. One of those energies is you. Now, I have no idea what kinds of partnerships we're talking about here, but every time they're showing up, these energies, they're showing up as equal. So there's a good functional kind of a situation at the end of this, which, okay, you know, it can happen that somebody does something, you get upset, even if it's an equal partnership, it happens that, okay, you know, I fucked up, I'm sorry, kind of a deal. So, okay, good. Because I'm like, these are very, like, every aspect of this reading, in the way it showed up initially, left it kind of up in the air for me. And I'm like, why? What's the deal? And then this kind of brings it together a little bit. For the Ace of Wands, you get the King of Wands, the Chariot, the Knight of Swords. Ooh, very determined, very passionate, very, hey, I'm not going to let this go until you stop being upset with me, kind of a deal. Okay, that's nice. You got a lot of kings in here. Kings meaning someone close to being in their power and being as close as possible to their true version of who they are. So that's a good sign. There's a lot of determination. There's a lot of clarity. There's a lot of, this is what I want to do and this is what I'm gonna do, you know. So, all right. So very clear energies. For the Ace of Cups, you get the Ten of Pentacles, the Five of Swords, the Sun. Yes, very clear energies. Are they sustainable though? That's where the question was. It's like everything feels good for right now. Everything looks good as we go with the flow, as we do this, that, and the other. Everything feels good now. What about later? You know, what about on the long run? Can I count on this? I don't know. The energy is kind of lacking in that department of reassurance for the long term. The right now, yes, all taken care of that. The later part, I don't know if this is lasting kinds of energies, and that's where we might have an issue, because I feel like this is put together in such a way that in the now it looks so good that it's like, well, why wouldn't it last? I have no freaking clue, but I do see deception on that part, on that aspect of, can it last? Can it be sustained? Let's do the Two of Wands. The Page of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords. And for quite a minute here, you've been still working on this, still invested in this, but under quite the stress. So this is the stress of, is it gonna last? Maybe. Let's do the Six of Swords. The High Priestess, the Temperance card, the Queen of Pentacles. You're getting caught up in this. You're getting sucked in this energy of working on this. Almost compensating for the fear of this not lasting. It's like, if it's not going to last, I might as well really put effort into it to make it last, right? So that could be a fear there of long term, of lasting. Is it going to last? Too good to be true, right? But is it going to last? You might have a fear of that, of long term, of lasting things. Because I see you quite invested in it, like on overdrive. Like we need to really put everything we got in this one, to the point of potentially starting to not observe that you may need some self-care, you know, some self-love, some time for yourself, something. There's a missing part here to that self-care need. So you may neglect yourself a little bit here because you're giving yourself completely to this, whatever this is. Let's do the 7 of Cups. You get the 6 of Wands, the Devil, the 2 of Swords. And at the end of it all, you're saying, oh, I feel so good about it. Yeah, I feel like, oh yeah. I don't believe you. You got the Devil and the 2 of Swords there, which is telling me you're still, it's almost like the more you invest in this, the more stressed you are about it. You know, if it's going to last. You may have, there's a fear in there that things don't last. There's a limiting belief that tells you things don't last, nothing lasts, or something. And this is your response to it, which your response to that belief may be very different depending on the situation. But in this situation, you look like you want to work yourself till you can't work yourself anymore, to the point of forgetting about yourself and, you know, your breaks, your times for yourself, you. Let's do the 9 of Cups, the Fool, the 8 of Wands, the 9 of Cups. Okay, this is a great energy. You are reaching a point of, almost like a high for this. Like, man, I feel so good. I can't believe how good I feel. This is a weird reading. Like, what the fuck is going on here? There's still some loose ends to things. Let's do the Page of Pentacles, the 3 of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, the Emperor. This is a reminder. This is a reminder. You may get really, really, really caught up in the material without even realizing that you are. In the mundane, the practical, all that matters is work, 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 or something like that, which that's not you. And you know that's not you. And you're doing it because of that fear to make it last. You need to make it last. You need to make it sustainable. Not like this. Not like this. Because then at some point it hits you. At some point it's like, what the hell am I doing? What the hell am I doing? There's a lot of damage to who I truly am. That's not the way to resolve that fear. To do the opposite so that you get a different result, not really. Unless you do it consciously, unless you do it from a more energetical perspective, not a physical one. You're not going to combat an energetical restraint through physical means. It needs to sink within you in a different kind of a way and then apply it in the physical. Yeah, you're realizing that you're heading in the direction of, okay, so let's say, okay, work is important. Material things are the most important thing. You get to the end of your life and you're like, okay, that's all you did. Okay, what did you achieve? What out of everything you've worked on and, built and sustained and you made stable, and oh my god, happiness, my table makes me happy, my car makes me happy, my house makes me happy. Which of those things are you bringing with you, when it's all said and done? Because this is not it. This is not how you work on that fear. That's a limiting belief that tells you somewhere within you that nothing lasts. So you're trying to make it last by putting continuously energy into it. And for some reason, you're grabbing onto the material stuff. Let's do the Tower. In the immediate future, you get the 5 of Wands, the Ace of Swords, the Queen of Wands. This is your breakthrough point, in which you end up arguing with yourself about it all, because this over here somewhere in the immediate future, you're having your aha moment about what you've been doing for a little bit, how you got stuck in this energy for a little bit, And then you're like, what? So you see it for what it is. You see yourself for what you're doing to try to resolve an issue that goes a little deeper than all of this. And then there's that pretty conflicting energy here that comes through, in which you end up arguing with yourself because you need the real you to step forward, because it's been pushed back by the you that is very practical and has to take care of things and has to give energy all the time to things so that it sustains, so that, okay, it's going to be quite the challenging argument with yourself there, but the real you is going to overcome it. You're going to come back to the surface here. So good. So you slipped up a little bit here, without even knowing that you're doing that. And it's all of it. The core of this is that limiting belief of fear not lasting. Nothing lasts forever or something. I don't know what you tell yourself in there that is so instilled within you that is making you do all sorts of things to prove that wrong. And yes, there are ways to change limiting beliefs, but not when it causes other issues. You know what I mean? No, it just has to come from you, that understanding that, yeah, even though in the physical things may not last, that doesn't mean that everything dies when it dies. You know what I mean? There's always continuation. Energy is energy. It always continues somehow. So it's like, that's a very touchy and very sensitive and subtle kind of a belief, but it can be changed, where it's not about convincing anybody about it. It's about how you perceive it, but how you truly perceive it and believe it to be. If you truly believe that nothing lasts and everything dies, how about working a little bit around that aspect and trying to see if there's any other way around it? Because look, it's making you do all these crazy things. You don't want to be doing that, because then you yourself realize, what the hell am I doing? Where you put value in material things because that's the only concrete things that you see and you think can last because you're contributing to it. So as long as you last, those things will last. So that's lasting. It's quite interesting. I didn't expect this reading from you, in all honesty. I do see you at times going, practical about things or logical, but like this definitely took a turn here. But I'm happy that it kind of showed up as what it is, truly. But yeah, let's see what the universe has to close it off for you. Oh yeah, you went overboard here. The King of Swords, the Devil, the Eight of Cups. Yeah, it's that way of, and again, we all, there's those practical sides to us, there's those emotional sides to us. There's always that sense of where I kind of hope people would get eventually, that sense of balance between the practical and the emotional, the mind and the heart. If you reach that place, you're golden. If you're too much in one or the other, things can get a little, so you're a little too much in the practical, to the point of it's becoming a little not helpful. I'll just put it that way, where you're completely disconnected from your heart. Now, within all of this, if you feel guided at any point, I would suggest start working towards opening up your heart a little more, because you're completely disconnected from it and you're functioning from this place, which is taking you overboard, and it's just, no, too much of that. So try to bring it back a little more to your heart so that you can find your balance, and then start working around that limiting belief. There's other aspects to that. There's nothing is set in stone in terms of, if you believe that, nothing is lasting, look around that. You're going to find other aspects to that, I'm sure. But first you need to identify the limiting belief, which I feel like it's something around stability on the long term, like things lasting, So that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time.